Yeah, I am. Hi. Hi. I'm doing good. Ah, wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, stuck in the house, but trying to do the best of the, so much of free time that I have. So, yeah, of course, enjoying a lot. Of course, leaving my food tastings and my bloggings, of course. But anyway, I have been a foodie all along, and as I'm a content writer too, and writing is a passion with me, and so is food. So just both of them amalgamated, and here I am doing a lot of food blogging, and I had a lot of food blogger friends actually who kind of inspired me, and they said, you write so well and you have so much of knowledge about food, so why don't you join in? And that's how the journey started, and so far so good. I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it. I am missing a lot of good restaurants which I used to go to, a lot of coffee shops which are very, very favorite of mine. So, of course, I'm missing on all that. But apart from that, not much, because I'm doing my own kind of cooking and enjoying my own kind of food and kind of loving it, yeah. Ah. Okay, so it so happened that when it started, I was like really, really, really pissed off, and I was like, literally, like, why did somebody have to have some bat soup or some bats or God knows what and create so much of a mess in our lives? But then, I just got, I was seeing Moshe's. I mean, Moshe's is my pet cat, and she's quarantined the whole year. I mean, she's at home the whole time, and I somehow got inspired by her, seeing her having the same kind of food, being in the same kind of environment, and yet so happy and rejoiced with herself. I said, if a cat can do it, so can I. I mean, it isn't really that difficult, and so I mean, I just took it up as a challenge, and I'm really, trust me, Shruti, I'm really enjoying it now. Of course, missing a few things, but yeah, because I am an avid traveler, an avid goer. Every day I have to step out. If not anywhere, my Amanora Mall is the closest to my house. So if not anywhere, I'll just prance in there. I'll just spend at least half an hour there and come back. I'm not used to staying at home at all. But yeah, we do take up challenges, and of course, tough situations don't last. Tough people do. So, born tough. Super irritating. Super irritated, absolutely angered. That's how she is, and she's like, she keeps on giving us this, nasty look, and like, dude, why are you wasting my privacy? I mean, you're just intruding. Like, you guys are intruders. Like in the afternoon, when I generally used to be at home, she used to come and she'll snuggle up next to me and sleep. Now it has changed. Now it's like, stay away, maintain your social distance from me. So she goes and sleeps in the other room. She doesn't want us around. After every half an hour, 1 hour, we'll go and cuddle up with her and want to spend some time with her and all that. And she gives us this nasty look and like, really? I mean, don't you think I need social distancing too? But she is having fun because once in a while we do go out to pick up our groceries, which is essentials, that we need to pick up. So she's quite happy at that point of time, and then once I get back and I get her stock of her mishti doi and her chicken, she's super happy at that point of time, and she's like, wow, i'm just I'm a happy cat then. So that way, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Since you write blogs and read about blogs, I love the way how you write. So how did you get this idea of Moshe's and and that?
Okay, so Moshez has come into my life for 4 years now. Like she's 4 years old now, and she is as finicky, as choosy, and as particular about food as I am. And that is the first inspiration that I get from her. She's very particular about what she wants to have. In fish, it has to be surmai and pomfret and rohu. She doesn't touch anything else. In milk-based food, she will only have maybe diced paneer and maybe a block of cheese or something, and mishti doi, of course, any day, anytime, and dahi. So when I started going about food, I mean, I didn't want to write the way of a mundane blog about it. I felt like the reader needs to connect to me, and why don't you make it a story, because that's the best way you can connect to somebody. When you're gossiping or you're mentioning a story, people just they suddenly take off your attention and they look up and see, okay, what's happening. And why not write in the verbatim of a cat, which would be so unique, like a cat prancing into a kitchen, going into a restaurant, interviewing a chef, talking to him, discussing food, tasting the food, and coming and writing about it and mentioning that this is what was the best thing about the food that she had. So that's how I started, and yeah. So Moshe goes. Moshe doesn't eat her food. She pours into her food. She doesn't bite. She's grabbing food. She's a greedy cat. She wants something more. She wants to lick the whole morsel up, licking herself up. So that's the mannerism in which I wanted to put it across. So that's why, I mean, a lot of people do appreciate the fact, and I have a lot of people who really love it, and they look forward to my blogs, and they feel that, okay, fine, okay, some another story of Moshe's is coming. So Moshe's is a hot favorite now with a lot of people. In fact, a lot of times when I go for blogger tables, people have mistaken me as Moshe's. So once I go there, they, instead of me calling me Sagita, they call me Hi Moshe's. And I'm like, I'm Sangs, I'm Sagita, and Moshe's is my cat. And that's it. So I just love the branding that's happened to Moshe's. That's wonderful.
So Moshe's just getting famous.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She's a star, anyways. Mm.
So there's a question on followers.
Okay.
They're asking, um, uh, for a small blogger like him or Pardeep,
Hmm.
how can you increase followers or likes?
Uh,
What do you think?
I would I do not have enough followers on Insta as many people do. I just have maybe around the 200 plus odd followers, but that's not something that drives me. I think what should drive you always is the passion with which you enjoy food, you love food, and you celebrate food. That's the most important thing to do in life, is to celebrate every small thing that you do. So as a blogger, or as a normal person, just enjoy that bit of it. And trust me, once you do that and people see the passion with which you're doing it, they really appreciate you. I mean, I believe in that, because I, in fact, even if it's a small salad that I make with just a kakri and a tomato, I try to glorify it because I enjoy having that. So once you start glorifying that very, very small things in life, they become beautiful and people start appreciating it, definitely. So don't run after followers and likes. And I mean, I personally believe in that. People might have different things to say, but I believe that that is more important. You being happy, internalizing that passion inside yourself and driving yourself is the most important thing to do.
That's right. I mean, since once you start putting up content which people like, people will eventually pass it on to other friends, or like if they want this good. So you might want to do it and then sharing it with these followers in your life.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So you know the fact that you like markets or things
Yeah, I do.
that's
Yeah, I
you
do.
miss doing or
Uh,
since like kids, what about the kids?
no, not really. I'm not missing much of it because there are a lot of, especially the class 11 students that are there. They are still, joining in through video conferencing and doing a bit of classes and all that. And I'll just tell her, if I'm allowed, I'll just a small incident. Like, I had this, when I used to take classes with a bunch of teens, so they are just 13, 14 to 17, 18-year-olds. So one day I had scolded one of these kids in the class, and I told him, in front of everybody, you're not studying, you're not doing this, blah, blah, blah. As a teacher says, it's my duty, and I did that. So once I come back home, ping, ping, there are 3 messages on WhatsApp, and it's like, hi. I said, hi. Why did you scold me in the class? And I was like, because I felt that you were not doing something that was right. Can you do it on WhatsApp? So now I feel this is the time when I can actually put it into practice. So he's like, can you personally scold me on WhatsApp and not do it in the class? So, now they are enjoying that kind of thing, and they are, they love this one-on-one sessions that they have with me sometimes, and they'll just pop in any questions, and it's fine because, of course, it's difficult because I teach Shakespeare. So for the ICSE students and ISC students, it's Shakespeare. To teach Shakespeare online, I mean, this is my first time. It's a challenge, of course. But yeah, of course, I try to, make them visualize things and write things. And so far, I mean, been a bit difficult, of course, because you don't have that exact classroom setup. And for me, it becomes difficult to imagine, like, so many people are listening to me and all. But I feel like it's much like an Insta live session, what say?
I hope they're enjoying it.
Oh, I have. Oh, they have decided that this is the point of time I can disturb them. So they do not have that classroom kind of school hours. They'll come and say, can we do it at this point of time because I'm not watching TV or I'm not watching soccer or this, that. I said, okay, fine, I oblige. Because anyway, I have a lot of free time too. So I said, okay, fine, let's do it then. And we go about it then. So quite good, quite fun.
There's some questions asking if you are facing a challenge while you're teaching online by Shakespeare.
Hi Trisha. Yeah, of course, challenges, of course, because I don't get to scold them, samna samni बैठ के those expressions देखना, like how they are feeling and all that. Yeah, I'm being a little wicked and devil. No, not like that. But yeah, of course, it is challenging when you're teaching literature because it's not like maths and science, where you can just figure it and put in some numbers and ask them to crack it up a problem or something. It is difficult. But yeah, of course, because I give them a lot of creatives right now to work on, and they are enjoying it because I give them different situations. Like, you are, let's say, like you're in Goa right now, what are the things you would do? Or maybe, you have to help your mom in the kitchen. So that way, pick up a story, write about it, and use all your creative juices and work out something. So they are happy about it. They hate their school classes though. I don't know why. I mean, they're like, we don't like getting up early in the morning and, sitting for those school classes and all. But so is life.
Yeah, I think all the kids are becoming a little lazy because they don't get up early. You have your class at a convenient time when everybody's
They actually tell me that we are still inside the blanket, and sometimes the AC is on full, and then I have I'm still brushing because my teacher can't see me, so video mode on, only the audio is going on, and I'm doing that. Sometimes they sleep off. Trust me, I have a friend's son, and he just told me, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता क्या हुआ क्लास में. I said, but you were listening to it. She said, मैं सो गया था. I said, so yeah.
they're at home. This is one that they have. They can sleep whenever they want.
Just saw Trisha's come in. Thank you so much, Trish. Love you.
So, Shivang, please asking favorite restaurant.
I just love different kinds of cuisine. So if you talk about Pune as such, of course, Shijushan and Mainland in terms of Chinese, Asia Kitchen too. When it comes to North Indian, I love Nawab Asia. That's one of my favorites. Continental is Arthur's theme any day. What else? Thai, I love a lot of Thai food and Pan Asian food in Malacca, Spice. I love the entire Balewari High Street. I mean, I can flock to any place where it is and they make the best of food. So kind of like that. And I love my coffees at, whether it's Peter, whether it's a chai wala tappari or anywhere. I just enjoy being with myself sometimes. And Baker Street is very close to my house in Aminora. So I have a lot of me time which I go. I mean, they know my corner. So most of the time it's there and I sit at that corner. I do write my poetries and I'm to myself. They know I love my Irish coffee. They'll give it to me. and they treat me like a princess. So of course, that makes me feel good and enjoy it.
When you're going to a place back to back, they just tend to know what you want and they make you feel belonging. So definitely.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of like you get into a rapport. It's almost like you're a family over there. And I miss Inox, I miss my movies, and I'm like a regular over there. Like, I watch at least 3 movies in a week, like whatever is getting released. Sometimes I watch a movie double the time. So they keep on, I've got messages from the the managers and all that. And ma'am, we really miss those days, because I get my ticket inside the counter. I don't buy my tickets myself. I'll go there, I'll pick my ticket, I'll have my popcorn. So I, of course, miss all those things a little bit. But we'll catch up. We'll another do teen mahina, and yeah, we'll be there soon, inshallah. Mhm.
First, which was the first restaurant or cafe that you go once the lockdown is over?
Shijushan and go and have my dim sums. I'm just so craving for their dim sums. I just want to go there and have that. And of course, I want to have some sweets, some mithai. I mean, like, I'm a bong, and I'm a true blue bong. I cannot do without my mishtis. So I'm just waiting for that, and I'm just getting this terrible craving. And no matter how much I make it at home, or sometimes a couple of friends also send through, but वो वाला बात नहीं है. I just want to go there and have those some mithais in some good mithai shops and all.
Who's asking you how to write good blogs?
Just write. I mean, just express yourself, be yourself, and write it. I mean, you don't, yeah. But of course, one thing I would suggest when it comes to food is just do not end it with just beautiful, wonderful, and lovely, as many people do. I mean, that does not define the food. Write a little about the spices used. Maybe, talk to the chefs, because when you go. I mean, the chefs are more than welcome. And in Pune, I've seen one of the most friendliest chefs you can ever come across. They are ready to come to your table and help you with the spices that they've added. You can just write a bit about that. And I do a lot of chef interviews also, as you must have seen in my page. So because we eat the food and we come back, we never get to understand or literally know what's the pain or the pleasure that somebody is taken to cook up something really, really special for you. So celebrating that is very important. So once you do that, and एक वो जो पानी पूरी फर्स्ट फटाक से मुंह में डालते हो, एंड वो जो एक मज़ा आता है ना, that's exactly what blogging is like. You imagine that food, that taste, and you start writing. The words come across, they just flow. So just put in your originality. And yeah, I mean, that is very important, to have your own kind of style. Doesn't matter whether people are liking it or not, because eventually you will get your patrons, you will get your fan following, and you are going to. And I have seen some of the brilliant photographers. I'm not a good food photographer at all. So the way they celebrate the food is the same way. If a blogger writes, they need to celebrate the food in that way. Be a writer that way. That's it.
That's I mean, yeah, if you want to get more inspired to see a blog, it's truly wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, what any which is your quote like one one situation where it's like, yeah, if you get me this video and it will
You can, I mean, the way you can win my soul, you can make me do any damn thing. Two foods, of course. One is mutton curry and rice. The typical Bengali style mangsho jhol bhat. That's how we say it. Very, very simple mutton curry and rice. I mean, you give it to me any day, you make me do anything. I'll do anything for you. And I remember in college days, that was my first, because being a Bengali and lived a part of my life in Calcutta for almost 18-20 years of my life. I mean, Delhi was like a new place with a lot of new introduction to food. We have never had rajma as such before, maybe in one odd moments maybe. So the rajma chawal that we used to get in college, and my friends' moms used to make, they used to make me do all the projects, trust me. Like, तुझे राजमा चावल खिलाऊंगा, you have to do this. I've done that so many times. And even now my friends actually tease me for it, like, ठीक है ना, you're not going to do this now, okay fine, we are sending you rajma chawal, okay fine, I'm going to do it for you then. So these two are kind of my soul food. I mean, I just love to be on them.
Okay. How about exams? So, do you have any
Uh,
that just happened?
I remember I mean, I think probably the fifth or the sixth day of the quarantine, and it was just before Moshe's birthday. Moshe's birthday was on the 17th, and I was desperate that I somewhere somehow have to arrange for Mishti Doi for her, because it's her birthday, and of course she doesn't have cake. So I mean, I had run from pillar to post, just to get that. And when the guy actually got it for me, like I got a vendor who actually some or the other way procure करके मेरे को ला के दिया. I literally had that moment, like in mainland when he calls her, where's the chef, I want to kiss him. I literally had that moment, I was like feeling like, oh God, you've done the best thing for me. So because she's much like my child, and I want to do something really special for her. So I was so happy with him. वो बोला मैडम सिर्फ 2 कटोरी दही है, नहीं भाई आप एक्स्ट्रा पैसे लेना. I was so happy that I could do that. So that was a very nice quarantine moment. And of course every day night, because by 9:30 almost Arnav finishes his work, my hubby. So there's a time when we actually sit down for having dinner, and we talk about the whole day. Though we are together the whole day, we are literally seeing each other, we don't get to talk much. But that's those quiet moments that you have, and you're sitting and you're talking about all the life's pains, pleasures, struggles, issues, everything. And those are very priceless moments that I'm getting in quarantine. Actually, I'm loving it.
So are you trying out recipes or new skills in this quarantine and getting these things?
Oh yes, I am. First time tried tandoor on a normal karai, and turned out to be quite good. Somehow managed to get some charcoal and all that. I'm not much into baking and all, but I'm just trying out things with very very small minimal things. Like let's say yesterday I had a lot of kakri or cucumber, which was there lying for a long time, and I didn't know what to make with it. So yesterday I came up with making some dal varis, and then I made the cucumber curry with the dal vari and all that. So all these things, and it kind of gives you a lot of chance to become more creative and innovative and work out things. Like अगर थोड़ा सा छोले है बच गया chole. So yesterday I had morning I made chole. Thoda sa, there was 1 katori left. Evening I said, why don't I had some aloo tikkis at home. So I fried the aloo tikkis, made that chole chaat. So again wo chole bach gaya. So again make it into a galati kebab. So I'm trying to do the best rationing that I can do. And I'm feeling very proud of myself, honestly speaking. I'm boasting, but मुझे बहुत time नहीं. Okay, fine, I am the king. I did it. I did it, yaar. I mean, it's possible. So something like that. It's like that Obama moment when he says, you can do it. Yes, I did it. Something like that.
And so, is there any recipe that you want to share with us? Since a small recipe that is not easy for us to make at home.
You want,
Really
I can tell you about the cucumber one. That's the easiest, trust me. So what you just need to do is, you just to dice up all the cucumber and keep it aside. And the way you make curry pakoras, the simple besan pakoras, you can just make them besan pakoras. If not that, you can make them moong dal varis, or you can just make it with masoor dal also, and just keep it aside. Then just heat the karai, add some oil, add a little bit of methi dana. That's all I had put in as masala. Just added that, put in the diced cucumbers, let it simmer and cook up for some time. Added the varis, added little haldi, namak, and a pinch of dhania. And that's about it. Garnished it with coriander leaves. It tasted heavenly. I mean, because my hubby was giving me those sniggering looks, like literally आज kakri khana padega, wo bhi khane pe, matlab as a cooked food. But he loved it, and it tasted very good with fulkas that I made yesterday. So I'm not a person who can make fulkas and parathas, so I'm trying to do. Kneading is something I'm doing for the first time after a long time. Like college mein banaya tha, and now, because my maid used to really help me a lot with the kneading part of it. Abhi karna par raha hai.
everybody's learning something.
Oh yeah. That's is, don't you think? I mean, that's a very positive thing of this quarantine. We keep on telling ye nahi mil raha hai, wo nahi mil. But there's so much we are doing, and so much we, like, I remember, because we have a 1200 people odd society, and कभी किसी को कुछ भी चाहिए ना, we are going and dropping it at somebody else's. We are being helpful to each other. We are sharing recipes. If big basket slots are coming, you know, it's very hard to get a big basket. Big basket slot aa gaya, it comes in the group. So everybody is busy doing that. So I feel, you know, it's made us more bonded than when we were actually bonding and having parties.
Right.
So
So,
that's,
so I think something good came out of this.
oh
That's
yes,
great.
oh yes.
So, okay. So since I know you other people know since you're a writer, you also write poetry.
Yeah, I do.
That you would like to share with everybody.
Okay, I have written one for Women's Day, you know, celebrating women, but I believe this is something which is very poignant for the current situation also. I'll just read out a bit of it. The name of the poem is When She Did. So it says, withering the unfallible winds, basking in the sunny sunshine, drenching in the rains and the shine, she went ahead, taking all in her stride. She knew she was meant to rise, not burn to ashes with hope subside. Failure was never answer to her dreams, progress smooth and slow through pains and screams. And then it goes like, nothing could baffle her spirited fervor. She was the answer to all life's fear. Tiny steps she took, but steps indeed, towards love and light, a galloping steed. The sun had to shine, the rain had to go. Her optimistic skin would not take any sore. It promised her a bag full of hope, never to cry, never to crib, and fill your heart with spirits perturbed. Thank you. That's it.
Women were just get inspired by this,
Yeah,
like not understand yourself and motivate yourself.
definitely. I
And
mean,
how you
how do I motivate myself? Okay,
did this quarantine? I mean, since
I
you
ag-
aren't one who
ag-
prefers going out every day,
okay.
how you started motivating yourself.
As I said before, also like I am inspired a lot by Moshe's, being seeing her quarantine almost, and you know I've started realizing that it's not really necessary for you to actually you know, venture out and enjoy the beauties of life. There are small little things that you can do with your family and friends over maybe a video chat, you know, connect to people. I am spending a lot of time writing because that's something I always wanted to do. Though I am a content writer and I write a lot for different people, but this is one time when I'm writing for myself. I am going through a lot of self upheaval, I would say. I mean, I feel good. Also a time of realizations where you understand who's with you, who's not with you, because you know, when you're going through a lot of adversities, difficulties, challenges, that's when you need a lot of people around you. You want people to assure you that you're fine, and this is one point of time where you need to give that message to yourself. You know, it must be a part of your to-do list that yes, I can do it. Like, you know, you get up in the morning and you know, okay, fine, aaj to bahar nahi nikalna hai, I can't go out anywhere. Okay, so what should I do with my life? You balance out, you prioritize what are the things that you want to do. Then I keep a lot of me time for myself, whether it's quarantine or without quarantine. So that me time, when I used to go out and I used to go shopping, I used to, you know, hanker around, and I've never actually needed people as such when I've done, you know, gone for coffees or all that, because there are times when I just want to be with myself. So this is a point of time when I'm being able to do that. And rather than, you know, taking this as something negative, you know, the way you're innovating and making things, you're managing with the bare minimum of things that's there, you knowing that tomorrow I might not be able to get even this if there are two cases which might come inside my society, and you know, gearing up for that and preparing yourself for that. So these are things which actually you know, motivate you more rather than, you know, feeling bogged down. So of course that's what I keep on writing, and hashtag lockdown but not bogged down. So live it and live the spirits and enjoy yourself. You know, I mean, there are sometimes I want to have a coffee with my friends, so I say tu video pe aaja, we'll do a cheers over the video and we'll enjoy our coffee. Cheers to you, Shruti. It's my cup of coffee. Cheers.
All right. Are you watching anything recently?
Uh, yeah,
Any
nachos.
sweet things that you watch?
Nachos. Nachos. I never thought I would actually, I mean, when I used to go to the theaters and all, then they always give you this. You have a choice of popcorns and nachos, or maybe those wraps and rolls. So I always, यार ये लोग क्या nachos खाते रहते हैं with that salsa and that cheese dip. I never knew I'm going to fall for it like this crazy about it. So like
It's delicious. Tasty and it's
and,
just
and
perfect.
every day I'm making a different dip, which is again my own creation. पता नहीं कहाँ से कुछ ना कुछ I make a different dip. And nowadays I've started like, okay, binge eating of course, but then I pick up, I'll pick up today I'll have only 6 triangles, and then tomorrow I'll have only 8 triangles. So I rationalize that also. क्या पता कल खत्म हो जाए and I don't get another packet. So that way, of course, having a lot of that. And yeah, I was actually I've completely gone a little off sugar, so that's helping rather than binge eating. I would say something that I've done probably because I needed a Coke or a Pepsi every day, or I needed a cup of chilled coffee. Everything had to be very chilled for me, because trying to keep my cool. So everything. So now I have become somebody who's having her hot teas, and I'm having iced tea chhod ke abhi now I'm having green teas. I'm having a hot cup of coffee. I'm having hot soup. So, yeah, of course, I would say rather than the binge, I'm enjoying this part of it.
Still hilarious. It's lovely chatting with you, Sangeeta. It's really fun. And I
Thank
hope
you.
that you enjoyed. And even if you've motivated to
Hmm.
try making the new recipe, I think I'll just keep on trying something new these days. I'll keep in touch with you and
Sure.
just create every day. Hope to
Same.
see you soon.
Oh, yes,
Lockdown
yes.
is over
Oh,
and
yes.
it's
Oh,
living
yes.
free.
Yeah, of course, definitely looking forward. So looking forward.
So definitely looking forward. Have a great week. I think I just hope it doesn't extend much more than it already is.
Oh, yeah, I don't want it to. My birthday is coming.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye. See you. Bye. Nice talking to you. Lovely.